The Russian Defense Ministry has reported significant military activity in the Kursk region, claiming successful operations to repel Ukrainian forces attempting to invade Russian territory. The report highlights substantial Ukrainian losses as Russia continues its efforts to neutralize enemy groups in the area. According to the Russian military, units of the Seva group of forces inflicted heavy fire damage on various Ukrainian brigades near the towns of Alexandria, Viktorovka, Zaulashenka, and other locations across the Kursk region. The attack reportedly involved 1 heavy mechanized brigade, 5 mechanized brigades, 3 air assault brigades, 1 marine brigade, and 4 territorial defense brigades. Russian forces also claim to have repelled 4 counterattacks by Ukrainian assault units. In addition to these ground operations, Russian aviation and artillery were deployed to target Ukrainian manpower and equipment in several nearby locations, including Guyevo, Kositsa, and Kruglenkoye. The Russian Defense Ministry reported that more than 200 Ukrainian soldiers were killed or wounded in the latest strikes, along with losses of military hardware, including 1 armored personnel carrier, 1 armored fighting vehicle, 5 motor vehicles, and 1 electronic warfare station. The ongoing conflict in the Kursk region has led to mounting Ukrainian casualties. Russian sources report over 43,500 Ukrainian troops have been killed or wounded, along with substantial losses in military equipment, including 253 tanks, 194 infantry fighting vehicles, 136 armored personnel carriers, 1,316 armored fighting vehicles, 1,179 motor vehicles, and 324 artillery guns. Additionally, 42 MLRS launchers, including HIMARS, 80 electronic warfare stations, and other critical assets have been destroyed. President Vladimir Putin recently acknowledged the heroism of Russian troops fighting in the Kursk region. He praised their efforts and wished them victory and a safe return home.
We are all fighting literally heroically, and they are fighting at this very moment. Let's wish them all, both those who are fighting in the Kursk region and those who are fighting along the entire front line, good luck, victory, and returning home.
As the operation to neutralize Ukrainian forces continues, the Russian military's reported losses in the Kursk region are staggering. The operation shows no signs of slowing down as Russia focuses on maintaining pressure against the Ukrainian military. Putin has refrained from setting specific deadlines for the completion of the operation, emphasizing the importance of careful planning and avoiding unnecessary losses. He reassured the public that Ukrainian forces would eventually be driven out of the Kursk region, though he acknowledged the challenges involved.
To simply say, by such and such a date, we will liberate the Kursk region. Well, that's not how it's done, because the guys, soldiers, can hear me. A day or two, I'll name such a date, and they will do whatever it takes to reach that date, to win. They won't count the losses. We can't do that. A day or two doesn't matter much in this case. But firstly, they will definitely knock out the enemy from Kursk region. And secondly, after that it will be possible to assess the damage. But the most important thing is the third thing. Everything will be restored. There can be no doubt.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has raised concerns about the alleged involvement of North Korean soldiers in the conflict, claiming that over 3,000 North Korean troops have been killed or wounded in the Kursk region. Zelensky strongly criticized the collaboration between Russia and North Korea, calling it an egregious and morally indefensible alliance.
There are already over 3,000 wounded and killed North Korean soldiers in the Kursk region. Russia is simply disposing of them in assaults. Why the Koreans should fight for Putin is a question that no normal person on earth can answer. And unfortunately, the world is doing almost nothing to counter the criminal collaboration between Russia and North Korea.
Meanwhile, as the fight rages on, the Kremlin has once again placed the onus of peace and negotiations on Kyiv, saying that Russia is ready to talk, but Zelensky isn't.
Firstly, we are proceeding with a special military operation. It is crucial for us to achieve all objectives and our country's security. Secondly, as Russian President Vladimir Putin has repeatedly said, we remain open to dialogue in addressing our challenges. We remain open to talks. However, due to the lack of progress on Ukraine's part to engage in talks, we are proceeding with our operation. We see the dynamic, it is clear, and we are moving forward,
As the battle for the Kursk region intensifies, the staggering losses on both sides reflect the unrelenting nature of the conflict. With Russia's operations pressing on and Ukrainian forces facing increasing casualties, the diplomatic deadlock remains, with both sides digging in their heels.